Welcome to CORA Online Racing Association. Here tonight they're running the BART Competition Karting 101 here at Talladega Motor Speedway. This should be a very, not Motor Speedway, Super Speedway, excuse me. This should be a pretty good race here. We've been watching the guys as they've been practicing. They were in a driver's meeting at the moment, so you do see all the cars sitting or trucks sitting on pit road. They're having a little brief rundown of what to expect out here tonight, and I think we're going to see a pretty good race. Joining me in the booth here, I got Michael D'Amico. I'm probably going to be asking him a few questions here and there. You might get to talk to him, might get to hear him on the broadcast. Welcome, Michael.
How you doing, Rudy?
I'm doing
nice
good.
Nice to see all the fans out there tonight, guys.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, good to have all you Twitch viewers. We've seen some pretty fast times. Some of the guys, Dallas Markle, Gary Bauer laying down some really good times here. Travis Brown, just to name a few. Everett Lane. In the draft, we're probably going to be seeing speeds here approaching 200 miles an hour. So, guys like Dale Smalley, our points leader, going into this race, this is going to be quite a challenge for him to try to stay where he can have that in his grasp. Going into the race, like I said, he is our points leader, but he is being closely challenged by, let's see here, let's look at the list. That would be Churchma in second right there. Only 14 points separating those two. And right there in third place, only 17 points back, Nathan Sedlick. So this is going to be a very good race for these guys here to draw this to the end. Just to let you all know, though, there will be some points added after the race, so any race champion or anything may not be crowned officially on here. I'm going to try to hang on at the end of the race. Alan Larson told me to kind of hang around, and we will try to make sure that we do crown the champion. Now, if he does finish like in the top 2 or 3 or 4, he will probably more than likely be crowned the champion, depending on where Churchma finishes and Nathan Sedlick. But we're going to try to make sure that we do get the official word from the officials to make sure that we do crown the correct champion. Coming down to about 5.5 minutes here till qualifying. What's that, Michael?
If I'm correct, Dale Smalley's running for the championship tonight, right?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I bet he's, I know how it is out there. He's probably pretty nervous right now. All these guys are probably sweating at the palms right now, all fired up and excited to go. It should turn out to be a pretty good race. Like what the practice I've been watching, and they're all doing really well out there.
Yeah, we were watching practice. I know you guys couldn't view that, but we've seen a couple tanglements there. But for the most part, everybody was holding their line very well, and that's what it's going to take to get around this 2.66 miles. High bank turns, a lot of close 2 and 3 wide racing. I mean, we may even see some exciting 4 wide racing here tonight. It's not out of the realm of possibilities here because anything can happen at Talladega. One thing that I do kind of want to bring up, and we all are very aware of this, when the big one happens. It's not when, it's if and when it's going to happen. You don't even know. All it's going to take is one person to just bobble a little bit and get out of play and tap somebody, and say like mid-pack, and it could take out the whole back of the field. We're starting out with a lot of drivers on the track here, and there is a ton of people in here. Looks like we've got about 32 drivers right now on the track, Michael, so this should be a very full field. Not 43, but 32.
Yeah, that's quite a big field here, man. I'm sure that's what I'm saying. There's probably a lot of nerves going out there. We're you see some cars coming back, or some trucks out on track now, just doing their final practice. We're about 3.5 minutes from qualifying at this point, Rudy.
Yeah, time's clicking down here, and like you said, the guys are probably finishing up their drivers' meeting, making sure they've got their restroom breaks out of the way, got their drinks in front of them, whatever they need to get through this race. So I'm expecting a very good race. I think starting out, we may see people start being a little. Hold on here, I'm trying to get on somebody here. Dallas Mark will take him to the track. I think we're going to see the guys probably kind of play it a little bit cool for a while, and like you said, and maybe lay in the back. We may even see some non-qualifiers, which we usually do here at Talladega. That's not a big surprise. Some guys just want to be in the back of the field and ride it out for a little while, and be there at the end, and guys that aren't right up there immediately challenging for the championship may not want to get into that race, and maybe take a chance on taking out the leader, of the points or anything like that. So, I think we're going to see a mix of some aggressiveness, maybe some patience being shown at the beginning, but at the end, I think the patience are going to be thrown out the window.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see Dallas and Markle qualifying up front. If not, and they start in the back, they will probably just hang back for a while. That would be my guess. They're very patient drivers. They know they got what it takes to win this thing. They're very cautious, and that's why they're up there right now in the championship.
Yeah, last week we did get to see Dale Smalley got tangled up in a wreck, and I don't remember exactly where he finished in that race last week, but I don't have that stats in front of me. But he did manage to come back up through the field and had a pretty decent finish, and he needed that to stay ahead of some of the other guys there. In Churchma, I believe. Churchma won the race last week, and that really kind of tucked him up on the points a little bit. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think you're right, Rudy. And these guys, they're not just truck drivers. I mean, I've been on the track with them in the Indy cars and other places too, and they're really good just about anywhere.
I don't want to say something that's not true, so if that's not true, I apologize now. But.
Well, I think in order to be accurate and keep track of all that stuff, we're going to have to hire a couple of secretaries.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, we do way too much and too much going on. I got about 50 windows open on my desktop right now. So we'll get it accurate at the end of the race. We're about 4 seconds out from qualifying right now, Rudy.
Look at that. All right, looks like practice is over. And again, like we said, they did have their drivers' meeting there. That's why all the trucks were sitting on pit road. And got that out of the way right off the bat. All right, let's get qualifying pulled up here.
Sorry.
As the guys all take to the track here, we'll try to maybe, we'll try to pick one out here. Churchma now our second place guy. I'm going to follow him and see how he's going to qualify. comes around here to take his first lap. Rides that high line. Kind of pretty much a must you got to do to get them things up to speed. And he probably will stay on that high line for his first lap. And then his last lap, you'll probably see him drop down to the inside. That's what we call the money lap. That's one that gets you right up there on the top spot. So ride that wall kind of gives you a little bit of a better chance aerodynamically. The wall does give you a little bit of a help as far as aerodynamics to get this thing up to the top speed. And 1 mile an hour can make a big difference around here.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just a matter of split seconds can make a big difference, because these guys will be running real close together. We got some times coming in right now, Rudy.
Yes, we do. Churchman did not make it up there in the top spot on the first lap, but he drops it down to the low side now. And this is what we call the money lap right here. This is the one that brings it home and makes it count. As he runs the qual line, run about the middle of the racetrack, down the backstretch. Drops it down to the inside, going into turn 3. Rides that all the way around and stay right on that yellow line. The best that you can stay on it.
Yeah, you try to shorten that track as much as possible on that money lap.
And you may even see him drop it a little bit below the yellow line to try to pick up that extra couple thousandths of a second. There you have it, his top speed. He ran a 50.695. That puts him in about the 5th spot. So Dallas Markle so far on the pole. Gary Bauer second. Dale Smalley, our points leader, in the 3rd position. Alan Larson with a great qualifying lap coming in 4th.
Yeah, just as I predicted, Markle and Smalley up front. It's going to be interesting to watch them to see if they can pull away from the field enough to hold that. You know how it is when you get out there. I mean, you get freight trained, but those two are going to be real hard to catch.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. That and those two starting on the front row like that, they're going to be the class of the field here, rolling out on the top spots of the grid, 1 and 2. Well, in the low line, excuse me, Gary Bauer, another good one, going to be starting in the 2nd spot. So those two leading the parade around here of the grid. This is going to be a great start, I believe. Alan Larson going to be starting in 4th. So, but we still have a few qualifiers out there yet, so this could change. But as you see, Churchman going back to the 7th spot.
Yeah, I think that's a safe position there.
Yeah,
I hate to be in the middle of the field myself.
Yeah, the inside line is going to be the line that, you know, these guys are going to want to run in. We may see some guys duck down to the inside line as soon as they possibly can, and we'll probably see them go single file for a little while. All right, so they're getting ready to take the grid now. We're going to give you the rundown here of the qualifying order. As they take to the grid here whenever they get ready. All right, well, Dallas Markle in the number 48, starting on the grid with a 50.646. Gary Bauer starting outside of him in the 07. In 3rd will be Dale Smalley in the number 69. In 4th, Alan Larson starting in the number 24. Jay Anderson starting in 5th in the number 18. In 6th, the number 20 of David Wenk. In 7th, the number 88 of Michael Churchman. In 8th, the number 17 of Gordon Burke. In 9th, the number 33 of Travis Brown. In 10th, the 06 of Daniel Miller. In 11th, the number 35 of Nathan Sedlick. In 12th, the number 45 of Kerry Cleaver. In 13th, the 00 of James Brown. In 14th, the 67 of Ben Manning. In 15th, the number 1 of Everett Lane. In 16th, the 61 of John Pensula. In 17th, the 22 of TJ Graves. In 18th, the number 4 of Garrett Atwell. In 19th, the 78 of Michael Johnson. In 20th, the 43 of Rex Buchanan. In 21st, the 31 of Martin Porter. In 22nd, the 39 of Sal Accardi. In 23rd, the number 3 of James Wilkins. In 24th, the number 11 of Edward Smith. In 25th, the 79 of Joel Wood. In 26th, the 25 of Jacob Nye. In 27th, the number 90 of Mark McFadden. In 28th, the 28 of Michael Whitlock. In 29th, the 73 of Mark Brown. In 30th, the 32 of Ryan Borges. In 31st, the number 70 of Lance Mead. And rounding out the field in the 32nd position, the number 7 of Carl Jones. So let's get back up to our leader here as they're bringing him around right now and getting ready to get the green flag here in just a minute. Dallas Markle brings them around out of turn 3 here and into turn 4. When they come off of turn 4 here, the pace car is going to duck onto pit road, and we're going to be green flag racing here for 101 laps tonight at Talladega.
Motor's starting to roar. There we go.
Pace car's off, and here we go. He's got to hold them back until they get the green flag before he can take off. Green flag, here we go. 101 laps to get underway here tonight at Talladega, so this should be a very good race. And you already see guys ducking down to the inside. It looks like Gary Bauer already starting to get right up there underneath Dallas Mark on those two. I'm sorry, that's Dale Smalley. I apologize, my bad. Dale Smalley already starting to hook up with Dallas Markle and pulling away from the field. Gary Bauer now in the 3rd spot, pulling the rest of this field around. The 24 of Alan Larson getting stuck on that outside. Nobody up there to draft with. Now finally gets down to the inside. David Wenk and Michael Churchma. I'm sorry. Yeah, Michael Churchma getting hooked up together, and those two trying to get something working on the high side. And that's probably where we're going to see a lot of the passing up there on the high side, because it's so hard to pass here. Unless you've got 2 or 3 cars up there working together. 3 or 4 makes it better. They can do a lot better than just 2 by themselves. Trying to get side draft, you got to be able to trust that guy on the inside in order, in order to get good side draft off of him. We're seeing Dallas going way up high, him and Dale Smalley now switching up in the turns. And, oh boy, that's a close one.
Wow, that was close.
Oh, wow.
That's what I mean. These guys, you know, they've been racing all season together, and they've learned to trust. They know what they can get away with, you know.
We've still got on the high side there David Wenk and Michael Churchman working together on the high side, and those two have been trying to get something working on the high side. Now, you know, these guys have pulled away by a heck of a lot here from this back part of the field. Put right back to the 13th position. They're 3.5 seconds behind this field already.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to split up into packs now.
Buchanan, Rex Buchanan back here. Yeah, these guys, they're already 4 seconds behind. These guys really got to get themselves motoring here in order to catch up. Well, let's get back up here now. David Wenk has fallen back to the 7th place. Kind of gotten split up from his partner, Michael Churchman. Churchman ducked down low and left Wenk up there all by himself. You know, we're probably going to see this, but it's a little early for this. These guys start dumping partners off. You know, when we come down to the end of the race, then it's every man for himself, but it's a little early for this right now. And it looks like we got somebody might be going to come up here and pick up David Wenk. The number 35, and that would be Nathan Sedlick. Nathan Sedlick coming up here and picking up David Wenk to try to help him get back up into the fight. The 61 there, I think, is he's kind of an odd man out right at the moment. John Pensula not really having anybody to work with at the moment. He's kind of going to fall clear back to the 12th position here. Back up here to our leader, Dallas Markle, back out in the lead. Dale Smalley right there in 2nd place. And Dale Smalley being our points leader, that's something that we're going to have to really kind of keep a close eye on him. He's going to want to keep that thing out front all night if he can. Jay Anderson running real good here in the 3rd spot. Being pushed by Gary Bauer. Gary Bauer running 4th. Those two hooked up, and I believe they're partners because I've seen them running a few other races together, and they do draft and push very well together, work very well. A lot of communication, and that's what it's going to take here is communication with your teammate. And Dale Smalley going low. Going to have to come back up the hill to pick up his partner, Dallas Markle. Dallas squeeze it in there. Wow. Tell me these guys haven't been practicing those maneuvers.
Yeah, they got it down to science here.
You couldn't hardly fit a can of soup in there, and you shoved that truck right in there. Good job by them guys.
That's the way to do it, I think, because if you have to move up high to pick up your partner, there's always that chance that you're going to get passed low. So move for dropping down back into the low line behind you when you switch is definitely a better move if you ask me.
Alan Larson now back here in 11th spot. Nobody to work with him right now. John Pensula has kind of fallen off the pace by a lot. He's way back here, about a second behind, almost a second behind Alan Larson in the 12th spot. Needs to get caught up to him and get into that draft. I'm not sure if Alan wants to lift or what and let him catch up. It looks like he might be catching up. But if they're not careful, they're going to have Rex Buchanan right up their cannon. This is quite a pack back here. These guys racing. Quite a pack going on back here. James Brown, Garrett Atwell up into that, TJ Graves, Everett Lane, all these guys running here right in close proximity of each other and running very well. Back here quite a bit though, 6.1 seconds behind the leader. Oh, and that 0-0 there, he gets a little out of shape. James Brown catches that apron, and you don't want to be doing that here because, boy, that's a way to bring out the big one. And now they're starting to reel in Alan Larson and John Pensula. This whole pack is caught right up to them.
Yeah, a lot of switching going on up front, giving the opportunity for people to pick up some time with behind the leaders.
Let's get back up here. I wanted to kind of keep an eye on Michael Churchma, running in the 5th position right now. He is second in points, and as you can see, him and his partner trying to get something working on the high side there, and that would be Daniel Miller. Him and Daniel Miller getting together up on the high side, and boy, they got quite a run and went into the 2nd and 3rd position. Now Dale Smalley's got to dump off his partner there. They got to switch up to keep these engines cool. If they don't keep them cool, I'll tell you what, that'll cook them engines real quick. Well, looks like
Dale Smalley getting dropped back.
Daniel Miller going to lead that lap. And this is just what Dale Smalley does not want to see, Michael Churchma ahead of him. And Churchma just staying right out there, not going to go up and pick up his partner. Ooh. He used Daniel Miller to get up there to the lead, and he had dumped him off, so Churchma going to be up there without a partner now. And that could be detrimental to him. Oh, wow, Dale Smalley pulling right out there. Him and Dallas Mark are going to go by Churchma, and they have company with them too. Jay Anderson and Gary Bauer going right along with them. So Churchma went from leading the race, now he's back into 5th, and without a partner. He's going to have to see if he can't talk Nathan Sedlick into maybe hooking up with him, and maybe them two could get something going to try to get back up into the lead. We've already got, looks like we've got a couple of cars already a couple laps down. Carl Jones and Lance Mead. For whatever reason, one of them is 2 laps down. Carl Jones is 2 laps down, and Lance Mead is 2 laps down. So not sure what happened there. Maybe they got a little loose or something going into the turn. Like I said, all you have to do is catch the apron on one of these turns, and I'm telling you what, it can get you so out of shape. Unbelievable. Now Churchma back up on the high side, working with his teammate again. And Dallas Merkel back out front. David Wink and Michael Churchma trying to get a run here and go by these two on the low line. They're going to have to duck it back in behind and try to stay in line to catch that front pack. We've got a six truck pull away here up in the front with 4 more coming up in behind them. The last one in this front pack here, Jay Anderson in the number 18, running into 6th position. Jay having a good day out here. Him and looks like Gary Bauer working together. I've watched them before work together, and they've done real good. Dallas Merkel now getting challenged up on the high side. Nathan Sedlick coming high. And he's with Daniel Miller. Daniel Miller's going to probably tell Churchma, hey, you dumped me off the last time, and here I am up ahead of you now, buddy. Any one of these guys right here, can get up here and lead a lap. And now we're seeing our leaders starting to switch up. Dale Smalley going to go back into the lead. And Dallas Mark will come down in front of Gary Bauer. I think that maneuver's been practiced once or twice.
Yeah, I'll say. All right, looking back from Dale Smalley back on the rest of this field.
We don't even see anybody way back there. Now 8.2 seconds back to 11th place. So the front 10 trucks have just distanced themselves from the field by a ton. And I'm sure them guys back there would just love to see a caution right now. Not that we want to see one, but they would love to see one right now to try to get caught back up to this field. These leaders are about going into turn 3 when the guys in that back pack back there, 11th spot, Garrett Atwell, they were just coming out of 2. So they're about a straightaway ahead of these guys. Or the leaders are about a straightaway ahead of them. Sorry. Dallas Merkel pulling out now. And let's see if Dale Smalley he dives it back right underneath Dallas Merkel. But boy, them guys have got that switching up just down pat. There's hardly any speed scrubbed off at all. Nathan Sadlick going back to the 5th spot now. And a few of these guys, they've been switching up quite a bit. Churchman now up to the 6th spot. These guys here just about a half a second behind our leader, trying to hang on there. Looking ahead here to our 5th place guy, Nathan Sedlick, right in front of Michael Churchman, and caution is out. Oh, we got quite the pile up here. Everett Lane into it. Let's go back here and see if we can figure out what happened here to these guys. And this is what we were talking about just a couple of minutes ago, and gosh, I didn't want to jinx this race, but that's what this back part of the field wanted to see. Boy, Everett Lane is really tore up. Okay, let's go back here and take a look at this. Oh my, yeah, there's quite the pile up here. But I don't think that's where it started. Let's go back one more time here and see if we can figure out exactly what happened. Looks like there's a lot of shaking up there in the front. 4 wide going into turn 1. Something's got to give there, guys. When you go into turn 1 4 wide, something has got to give. Excuse me. 29 looks like the 39, excuse me, getting into it. A bunch of guys getting tore up over this. Looked like Jacob Nice happened to luck through and make it through that without any damage. But boy, he was definitely out of shape right here. Good save by Jacob tonight. Wow. That's got to be the save of the race right there, Michael.
Yeah, it is. I see Michael Churchman coming down pit lane. I don't know if he got tagged or not. A lot of smoke on the track.
Who was it?
I believe it was Churchman. Don't quote me on that.
No, it's not him smoking, but he is coming down pit road.
Right. I was wondering if you got involved in that somehow, or he was diving into the pits a little too early.
A lot of our guys coming down on pit road. All the leaders, Dallas Merkel and Dale Smalley, everybody coming down on pit road here. We're even seeing some 4-tire change. Alan Larson's still sitting on pit road. It looks like he may have overshot his pit. Backs up and then gets some service done on that truck. It looks like Rex Buchanan is going to be our new leader. I believe he got out of pit road first. I think he only did a 2-tire change. got a couple of lap down trucks ahead of these guys. But you know, that wasn't the big one, as we so call it, Michael. That was kind of a mediocre wreck. There was a few trucks caught up into that, maybe 5 or 6 or 7 trucks. But when we see the big one, oh, when it takes out half to 3/4 of the field, we don't like to see that.
When you see it.
Yeah. I mean, the viewers might want to see that, but the drivers surely don't want to see that. Some of the guys out there watching, they know that sometimes it's just, you can't avoid it. You try, and somebody gathers you up from a spot you never even seen them coming from, you know, beside you or behind you or whatever.
It's quick decision. You have to make quick decisions. Sometimes you have to speed up. Sometimes you have to slow down. Either one could cause you problems. You get rear-ended. Speeding up, you could get, would be hard to avoid a car coming back up on the track and hitting you. The scariest part for me has always been checking up and being hit from behind.
Looks like we're going to have another leader here. Gary Bauer going to be our new leader, as Rex Buchanan came down pit road. Him and Gordon Berkey, they come down pit road. So it's going to be Gary Bauer, Nathan Sedlick, Jay Anderson, Dallas Markle, Travis Brown. Travis Brown looks like a lot of these guys only did a 2-tire change. 7.9 second pit stop. Nathan Sedlick with a 7.6 second. Daniel Miller, 7.6 seconds. David Wank with a 7.6 second pit stop. So these guys only took 2 tires. Now,
well, after 20 laps, only 1 caution. We've already had 11 lead changes.
Yeah, isn't that something? Dallas Markle now going to be restarting in the 4th position. He did take 4 tires. And so did Dale Smalley, and Dale will be restarting 7th. So 21 laps in the books, 80 to go here at Talladega. So stick with us, folks, because this is going to get really interesting now. Looks like Carl Jones was our wave by, so that should put him back on the tail end of the lead lap. Be restarting in the 27th position. Salicardi is 2 laps down. Michael Johnson is, 1 lap down. Michael Johnson 1 lap down. Lance Mead now 3 laps down. All right, the lights are off on the pace car. Everybody's getting doubled back up, and we're going back to green flag racing this time. Bye, folks. ducks off onto pit road, and Gary Bauer leads him down here nice and slow, about 70 mile an hour. Holding them back and holding them back, and now he takes off. Green, green, green. Here we go. Jay Anderson in tow, and those two are dangerous up there by themselves. I'll tell you what, they get up there and get to pushing each other, they are going to go.
Oh yeah.
Dallas Markle kind of getting split up with his partner Dale Smalley. Dale Smalley falling clear back to the 7th spot now. Nathan Sedlick going to be pushed back to the 4th position as they come out of 3 here, just getting these things wound up to full speed. Seem actually not even completely up to full speed yet. Probably won't reach that top speed till, well, probably right about the start-finish line. And now they're hitting 199 coming down the front stretch. And Gary Bauer going to take this lap. We've got a car way up on the high side back there. I'm not sure exactly who that was. It got kind of left out to dry there. But Dallas Markle, Nathan Sedlick, and then right there Travis Brown running in the 5th spot. Good to see Travis up in the front now. He's one of our premier races here, and he is a very good racer. He can hold his own with these guys up in the front, Nathan Sedlick and Gary Bauer. These guys, you know, he's a pretty good racer right with these guys.
Yeah, I'm seeing some of the chat back and forth in cars. It looks like Dale Smalley might be trying to hook back up with his partner. He's letting people pass and such.
I can see that. Dallas Markle goes way up high and comes back down in front of his partner, Dale Smalley. Now those two are going to probably hook up here and maybe try the high line again to get back up there and lead some more of these laps. But Gary Bauer and Jay Anderson so strong down here on this bottom line.
And if I'm not mistaken, they are hooked up again.
Riding on board here with Jay Anderson, looking right ahead at his teammate, Gary Bauer. And these two trying to stay out in the front position. We go back to, that would be Dale Smalley. Let's go back here to Dale Smalley. And we'll see if we can't ride on board with him and see what it looks like for him to be riding back here in the pack. He's not used to this. They got a pretty good run coming on the high side now. Dale in 4th, coming to the line. And looking ahead to Gary Bauer and Jay Anderson, wanting to pull in right in behind him. Good job. So they're back up to 3rd and 4th now, and one more set of trucks to go by to get back up into the lead. And those are going to be some pretty tough customers to try to get around. Nathan Sedlick. Oh wow, that was a hot one there. Nathan Sedlick and looked like the 06 of Daniel Miller just blew by these two on the inside, so it takes them back a little way further again. Dallas Markle trying to get a run on the high side, needs his partner to go with him though. We got quite a gaggle of trucks up here in this front pack this time. Being separated out a little bit by that back part, but wow, I don't know what's going on here. Michael Churchma is down on pit road, looks like. And he is our 2nd place points leader here. Don't know what's going on with Michael Churchma. Not going to get up there and challenge today. But back out in the front, Dallas Markle and Dale Smalley. So Dale Smalley extending this lead out by a little bit and putting Churchman back a couple laps. Churchman was only 14 points behind Dale Smalley. And, well, it could still all shake up here. It depends on, gosh, I wouldn't want to win this, or I wouldn't want to put this on anybody, but if Dale Smalley would happen to get caught up in a big one or something and Churchman get back out there and run some more laps, he could possibly pass him in the points. But at this point, I would say it's highly impossible. Gary Bauer now running in the third position. Gary having a good day, as long as he can keep this thing up in the front. Nathan Sedlick and Daniel Miller coming high again. Dallas leaders switching up. Dallas Markle and Dale Smalley switching up now. And Dallas comes back in behind him. Boy, them two have got that switching up just perfect. They can switch up and maintain that lead. Oh, man, that's it. Wow, that's amazing. Nathan Sedlick now on the high side. Those two got a heck of a run up on that high side after Dale Smalley and Dallas Markle switched up. They had quite the run up there. But they need a couple more trucks up there to work with them. And it looks like they may be getting their wish here before too much longer as David Wank and his partner, looks like the 33 of Travis Brown, are coming on the high side also. And they could get up here with these guys. They might be able to do something. If they could get four guys up there together, they might be able to power around Dallas Markle and Dale Smalley. Now they get separated. Wow, I don't know what happened there. It might have been a little hook on the corner. That was a little scary. All right, Nathan Sedlick now running in the third position. Nathan's been up there in this front top 10 pretty much all day since the start of the race. He started 11th, and here he is running in the third spot. Now, if he could draw up on these guys, they might be able to get a run, and it looks like they are going to get a run, him and his partner, and go into the lead. Nathan has not led a lap yet. Coming down the backstretch here, looking to lead a lap. I'm sure he would just love to lead one lap. They do have a very good run here. The high side, I don't believe is going to catch them this time, but I may be wrong because, boy, I'll tell you what, Dallas Markle and Dale Smalley are coming quick. But it looks like they're going to hold them off, and Nathan Sedlick does lead that lap. Quite the battle going on up in the front here. Gary Bauer and Jay Anderson now happen to settle in behind Dallas Markle and Dale Smalley. Jay Anderson kind of a little bit of distance between him and his partner. Might be trying to get a little air in that radiator to get that thing pulled off. Going back here, we got John Pensula running in the 8th spot. Good job by him getting that thing back up in here after he was quite a ways back in that back part of the field there at the beginning of the race. Now back to 11th spot, David Wank. And it looks like his partner Travis Brown hanging right there. And the number 67 of Ben Manning hanging on to try to get stay up here with this pack. Does not have a partner though. Out here all by himself trying to hang on. Coming to lap 35, so we're well past a third of the way through this 101 lap race. So great job. Now Manning's starting to lose a little bit of the drive as Travis Brown starts pushing David Wank. Those two starting to pull away a little bit. Let's go back here to the field. Mark Brown pulling this second pack around. Just a few cars in this pack. We got about 6 cars here, nose to tail, trying to get around each other. Ooh, a little bit of dancing there. That looked like the 00 of James Brown gets a little high going into the corner, kind of putting the scares on the number 90. All right, let's get back up to the front to Gary Bauer now being our new leader. Him and Jay Anderson did get by Dallas and Dale Smalley. So new leaders out front. Gary Bauer in front again. And Gary Bauer, I'm telling you, he could win this thing. Any one of these front guys here could win this. They're all very good contenders. Garrett Atwell up there in the 7th position. Garrett having a good day. Come back from being way back in the field thanks to that caution. A lot of these guys are very thankful for that caution. That really caught up a lot of the guys that were in the back that were maybe as good as the leaders. Just got left out on that front pack pulling away from the field. Travis Brown now getting hooked up with the 67 of Ben Manning. And them trying to get on the high side, but they're going 3 wide. As the number 4 of Garrett Atwell stuck right in the middle. He's kind of like the meat in the middle of the sandwich right there. And, you know, we call that the sucker hole, but, you know, it just doesn't work that well anymore unless you got a good partner there, and he's going to lose a bunch of positions. So the 3 wide went very well for them guys. Glad that got straightened out because I surely didn't want to see a big one up here in the front of the field. Sometimes that 3 wide just does not work out well. Travis Brown getting a run on the high side, and him and the 67 there of Ben Manning moving up a couple positions, and they've got a heck of a run on that high side, but they need some people up there to help them. And they go side by side with Dallas Markle and Dale Smalley. It takes quite a bit to get by these guys, and now they're switching up in the turn. And they've got a couple trucks coming up behind them there. Nathan Sedlick. It looks like Nathan Sedlick and the 06 of Daniel Miller, they had a heck of a run coming off the turn and do get by them too. So Travis Brown going to go back a few positions. Just because they had to switch. That's how much switching does to you when when you got to switch up at a time like that, and everybody's got to kind of check up. It does kind of split the field up a little bit, and here we're seeing it. They did lose a little bit of the draft to the front few. Gary Bauer still out in the lead. Oh, now he's going to lose that lead. Looks like he's going to lose that lead to Nathan Sedlick. Nathan Sedlick back out in the front. Oh, we've got some trucks peeling off to come down pit road. And these are going to be green flag pit stops here on lap 39. This could be a little bit of strategy involved into this because they all did pit on that caution. A little bit of strategy could be falling into play here. They may be doing some short pitting. Gary Bauer brings them down pit road. Let's check it out and see if there's any tire changing. Gary Bauer putting left side tires on. And Jay Anderson I think that's Jay Anderson putting left side tires on too. So, oh, somebody got caught speeding on pit road right there. Right side's going on. And they're away. Now I don't know who that was. That looked like maybe not sure. right, let's get back up here to the race because we've got another leader up here, Ben Manning. Ben Manning now leading the race in the number 67 on the high side. Him and Travis Brown still trying to get by the bottom line. And if they do, they could take over the lead here. But I think we're going to wind up seeing green flag pit stops by these guys as well. That may not be that far away. Them two switch up now. You can get about 3 laps on these things pushing like that, and then they start getting really, really hot. And if you don't switch it in time, it does do engine damage, and you can't get them things back up to speed. So, you know, you definitely got to pay attention to them water and oil temperatures, and make sure you do not overheat this thing. They don't take the heat well, put it that way. Daniel Miller now out front in the 06. Him and Nathan Sedlick starting to put a little bit of distance on field, but now they got to switch up, and that's going to make a change here as looks like the 88. Now the 88, Michael Churchman now, he is back in 30th position, but he's out front there with these guys. But he is 3 laps down. I'm sure he would love to see a couple of cautions to get some of them laps back, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But Garrett Atwell actually is our leader, as he is right behind Churchman. John Pensula right behind them into number 61. Oh, Churchman getting a little bit of a bumper hook right there and have to go up the hill to save it. Well, looks like he did a good job and caution out now. Oh, we got some tore up trucks in the back here. Alan Larson into that. Oh my. Let's go back and take a look at this and see if we can figure out exactly what happens. We got a bunch of tore up trucks here. A lot of bobbing and weaving. Oh, we got the 3 up into the wall. He comes down and gathers up Alan Larson. So there may have been a little bit of hooking on that. That was James Wilkins in the number 3 truck. And he may have gotten hooked by kind of got that, like what I like to call it, like the sandwich effect when you get in between 2 trucks. The guy behind you might be pushing you, but the guy in front of you, he's not going fast enough, and it will hook you. You kind of get a, I don't know, like a pinched effect in there. So it looks like Alan Larson has taken, he may have had to do a tow on that, not sure. So let's get back up here to our leader, Garrett Atwell, and we may start seeing some pit stops now, guys. Some of these guys here that want to pit, and that's going to kind of play into, if you remember, Dallas Markle, Dale Smalley, Gary Bauer, and Edward Smith, all them guys pitted, and now here comes the leaders down pit road. Dale Smalley and Dallas Markle may stay out. A lot of these guys coming down pit road here. We may see 2-tire, 4-tire. We may see no tire. We may just see a fuel-only pit stop. And it looks like Travis Brown overshot his pit and had to back up. That's going to be costly. And the number 4, Garrett Atwell getting out first. So it looked like a fuel-only pit stop for Garrett Atwell. He had an 8.6 second pit stop, so I would say fuel only. I didn't notice if he had changed right side tires or what, but I think our new leader here is going to be John Pansula. Has not pitted yet. And Churchman was very thankful for this as he stayed out there, and it looks like he is going to get his one of his laps back. And I'm gonna take a guess on this and say Carl Jones may be our way by. But it looks like Alan Larson may have taken his truck behind pit wall. Very unfortunate for Alan. I was really kind of pulling for him today. Almost at the halfway mark here, 45 laps into the race here of 101. So another 6 laps, we will be halfway. Just to kind of keep you updated here, Dale Smalley now will be restarting 3rd, Dallas Markle 4th, Gary Bauer 5th. These guys are a little bit off the pit strategy from the rest of the crew here, but they're only going to be off by a couple of laps because they had only pitted just a couple of laps before these guys pitted. So, but I would expect to see them back up into the lead real quick here, Dale Smalley and Dallas Markle. Or Gary Bauer and maybe Nathan Sedlick. Those two could get hooked up and maybe go back up to the front too. Daniel Miller running in he'll be restarting 8th, David Wank 9th. Ben Manning will be rounding out the top 10. Travis Brown 11th, Ryan Borges 12th, Mark Brown 13th, Everett Lane 14th, and Mark McFadden will be restarting in the 15th spot. Lights should go off on the pace car this time, and we should see everybody start to double back up. Churchman going to have to go back around the whole track here to get caught up to the tail of the field before we go back to green flag, and he will get what we call the iRacing wave by, which is kind of like an automatic wave by when, at 1 to go. And he does get that, and away he goes. So good job by him, and get these trucks all doubled up. Let's get back to racing here, guys. We've got right now we've got about 54 laps to go. They'll have 54 to go when they come around and take the green. John Pansula going to be leading them down this time. We've had 2 cautions, 21 lead changes. That is really, really awesome. Temperature at the track here, 65 degrees, nice and cool. A little bit of an overcast day. Makes it a little bit better grip for the guys out here, I believe. And so far, we haven't really seen anybody slipping and sliding. What we've seen is a bumper hook, and that can be pretty bad. And there really ain't nothing you can do about that. Just got to try to be careful you don't get into that sandwich effect. right, Pensula leading him down here. Pace car's going to duck on pit road. Pace car's off. John leads him down at 70 mile an hour here, starting to pick up a little speed. And jumping off, taking off, green flag. Here we go, guys. Dale Smalley right behind John Pensula, wanting to get out there any way he can. Gary Bauer right behind him. Nathan Sedlick behind Gary. Up on the high side, we've got the 28 of Michael Whitlock. Up there with Dallas Markle. Dallas probably wanting to get hooked back up with his partner there, Dale Smalley. They're probably going to communicate here, and I would venture to say Gary probably going to get right up there, up in the high line here any minute. Maybe, maybe not. All right, brand new leader up front here, Michael Whitlock. Gonna take the line here and be our new leader in the number 28. Him and Pensula getting hooked up now. Up on the high side, we've got Nathan Sedlick and Daniel Miller. Dallas Markle on the low line now in front of Dale Smalley. Dale back a little bit, but trying to get caught back up to him. And we may see them two pull out and go around these guys. But Nathan Sedlick out front. Nathan came from about the 8th position on that restart, and now here he is leading the race. David Wink, I wanted to talk about him real quick. He is clear back to the 13th after that restart. He lost to 14th. He's lost quite a few positions on that restart. So some of these guys gained, some of them lost. But all in all, you know, pretty good restart of that race. Nathan Sedlick out in front. I haven't seen anybody like get out of shape or anything as of late. Just to kind of keep you updated on Michael Churchman. Michael Churchman back in the 29th spot back here. And it looks like he's finding a partner to hook up with here. Hooked up with Everett Lane. Everett Lane getting back out there after that wreck on the first caution. He had a lot of damage on that truck, and it looks like he did sit on pit road and get all that fixed up. No, I'm sorry, that I'm wrong. My bad. Everett Lane running in the 16th spot. So, my bad. I was thinking of somebody else. Never mind. Everett Lane's up here. He's running in the 16th spot. So I thought that was the number 1 that was hooked up with Churchman. I guess that's the number. I don't know. I don't know who that is right behind him. It's a number 7, I guess. That's the number 7. Number 7 is Carl Jones. It almost looks like a 1 on the door. My bad. Michael Whitlock up in the lead. We're seeing a lot of lead changes now. Coming on the high side, Daniel Miller and Nathan Sedlick getting a heck of a run, and man, they powered it by them guys. Where did they come from? We got 3 wide back in the pack here, as it looks like the 67 of Ben Manning. Him and his partner Travis Brown going way up on the high side, taking it 3 wide, coming around through the tri-oval. 28 kind of stuck in the middle there, now dives it down, tries to dive it down low in front of the number 4. Gary Bauer leading this little bit of a pack here on the low line. Gary wanting to get back up there. Gary running in the 8th position at the moment. Travis Brown in 7th. Up there on the high side with Ben Manning. Those two really wishing that they could get a bunch of trucks to follow them up there. And it looks like maybe we might start seeing some of the guys here take that advantage. Dallas Markle back up in the lead. Him and Dale Smalley taking over the lead again. And this is what them guys did not want to see. They did not want to see them two up front. Gary Bauer back in the 9th place. Kind of mired in the field here a little bit. Pulling that high line around. Looks like he's hooked up with Garrett Atwell in the number 4 truck. And they're trying to get work done on the high side here to get power by these guys. The 20 on the low line there, David Wank running in the 10th spot. 73 of Mark Brown. We haven't talked about him. Mark won here a couple weeks ago. I got to interview him. Very good guy, good racer, and did an awesome interview with me. So that was really cool to talk to Mark Brown. Ben Manning now going back to the 8th spot. These guys really having a tough time. They did get back down on the low line, him and Travis Brown. But now on the high side, we've got Gary Bauer. Gary Bauer coming high and already up to the 3rd spot, looking to take over the lead here. Him and Garrett Atwell got a heck of a run on that high side, and they did it by themselves. That was the impressive part. Man, they must have some really good setups in that truck. Now they're going to have to switch up here, maybe. It looks like Gary Bauer going to dive it back down in front of him too, and we do have a caution. Looks like Joel Wood getting caught up in that, so let's go see what happened to Joel here as they bring out another caution here. Oops, wrong one. They did the old switcheroo on me there. Okay, let's go back here and check it out. Not far enough. They're back here in another pack, and it looks like Churchman, he's hooked up with Churchman here. He may have got the old hook, the bumper hook from Churchman. Churchman kind of dicey right behind him, and that could have maybe done, and that's what happened. Churchman hooking him, pushing him down below the yellow line, and that got him all out of shape. Tried to save it, come back up on the track. Oh, right in front of somebody here. Oh my, that would be the number 70, I believe. That's who that was, getting caught up in that. So, oh man, well, that was pretty bad for them guys. Joel Wood trying to get this thing around. All right, let's get back up here to our leader, though. It's all the leaders coming down pit road now. Let's see what kind of pit strategies they're going to have now as Gary Bauer comes to a stop. Dallas Markle, Dale Smalley, all these guys stopping. Let's see if, oh, and Dale Smalley overshooting his pit. Got to back up 2 times. Oh, that's going to be so costly on him. Gary Bauer and Dallas Markle away. Dale Smalley doing a 2-tire change and he's away. But boy, he lost a bunch of positions on that. As I always say, these races can be won and lost on pit road. Dale Smalley going to come off that pit road in the 10th spot. That's a good testament of it right there. because Dale Smalley coming in like, I think he was like 3rd or 4th and coming out 10th. He had to back up in his pit stall twice, as we've seen there, and that hurt him bad. Dale Smalley had a 12.3 second pit stop, and everybody else had 7 or 8 second pit stops. Ben Manning had an awesome pit stop, 5.9 seconds. I would venture to say that was probably a fuel-only pit stop. But that kind of caught Ben Manning up to, that got him up to the 7th spot. I don't think I don't think Dale Smalley's too happy with his pit stop right now. He's going to be restarting back here in the 10th. He's away from his partner, Dallas Markle, and mired back into the 10th spot. I don't think he's too happy with himself right now. I would say it's probably a very good chance here that it's not really going to affect the points a whole lot. As far as we've got Nathan, let's see, that's Nathan Sedlick in the 3rd spot, 17 points back. Nathan's running in the 4th position right now. They're coming to lap 59 out of 101. But Churchma was our second. He was in 2nd in the points. I've got him clear back in 28th position right now, 2 laps down. So this could put Nathan Sedlick obviously ahead of him right now in the points. But they still, neither one of them have caught up to Dale Smalley as of yet. And we're not going to officially announce the champion until probably a little bit after the race is over, until they do all the calculation that they need to do to give us the official word of who the champion is going to be for this season. So we'll be hanging out here, probably doing a little bit of interviewing with some of the drivers and try to maybe talk to them. But in the meantime, let's get down here trackside and let's see if we can't get a word in with, we'll find somebody to get a word in with. How about Mark Brown? Mark Brown running in the 9th spot. Let's see if we can get a word in with him after they get done talking to him. Mark Brown, this is Rudy Cummings up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, Rudy, go ahead.
Mark, you're looking pretty good, buddy. You had a 6-second pit stop. You got anything for the leaders? You're up here in 9th place. You come from 29th up to 9th, so this is a great place for you to be sitting. Do you think you got anything to get up to the front?
I don't know. We've still got a long ways to go. I don't. These guys are fast. I'm just trying to stay with them.
Roger that, buddy. Well, good luck out there today, and maybe we'll see you. Maybe we'll see you in Victory Lane. Talk to you later. Then. Good luck.
Thanks, Rudy.
All right, so we maybe Mark's got something for him, maybe he doesn't, but Gary Bauer continuing to dominate here today. One of our big dominators. The one that we've had, Dallas Markles, led 17 laps, and right now, as Gary Bauer crosses the finish line, ties them. So those two have both led 17 laps. That's the most laps of anybody. We've had Nathan Sedlick's led 4, Garrett Atwell led 2, Ben Manning 1, Daniel Miller's led 3, Dale Smalley's led 8, so he has got the bonus points for leading the lap. Michael Whitlock's led a couple. Rex Buchanan's led 1. John Pansula has led 4. So we've had quite a few leaders up there. And let's take a look at this real quick. 27 lead changes. And this is caution number 3 and on lap 60. So all the cars doubled up here, getting ready to go back to green flag racing as the lights are off on the pace car. We'll get this thing back underway, and when they come around to take the green, they're going to be starting of lap 61. So they'll have 40 laps to go here, folks. Alan, I see you joined here in TeamSpeak. What happened out there, buddy?
Just in the wrong place at the wrong time there, bud. It's just one of them, things that happens at Talladega. You just, you got to stay out of trouble. And tonight, I guess I couldn't avoid it.
Well, it looked pretty bad for you. And I really thought you was going to get that. You couldn't have got that thing fixed up and got it back out there? Or was it just too much damage?
Well, I could have got it fixed and got it back out there, but, I would have been starting way at the back, and I just wanted to get out there and race and have some fun, and these guys are racing for a championship. I just race to have fun, and I really didn't want to get out there in the middle of these guys and, and ruin, lose it or, have something like that happen and ruin, one of these other guys' days. So I decided best to just pull it behind the wall and watch it from the booth here.
All right, well, the pace car's off, and Gary Bauer taking off like a rocket here. Dallas Markle trying to hang on to him. Now ducks it back in behind him, and those two may have to work together for a little while until Dale Smalley gets back up there. Dallas Markle been working together the whole race, and this has been a really great race, Alan.
Oh yeah, it's been a phenomenal race. 3 cautions in 60 laps. I mean, you can do a 30-lap race at Dega and have 7 or 8 cautions. So yeah, I'm really impressed with these guys. They're giving these guys a lot of room and a lot of racing room. They're really doing a good job.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of 3-wide racing. We even one time there seen 4-wide, and that was really exciting. It didn't last long because I think somebody kind of backed out of that real quick. They didn't like that 4-wide racing.
Yeah, no, it gets a little hairy out there for sure.
All right, well, Travis Brown now trying him and Nathan Sedlick looking to the outside of Gary Bauer and Dallas Markle. Can't quite get it done up there by themselves. They need some help. Maybe trying to pull a little side draft on them. And it looks like maybe they did get a run that time. Dallas Markle up here working with a new partner now, Gary Bauer. Not saying that they may not be partners in other races, but when Dallas Markle and Dale Smalley have been working together the whole race, and now Smalley back here working with Daniel Miller, and they're back a little ways trying to get caught up here, but boy, I'll tell you what, it's tough to get caught up here.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a dancing partner here because, without it, you're just hung out to lunch, man. You need the draft here to be able to work together and get up there towards the front.
Daniel Miller in 6th spot. They're pulling Dale Smalley around. So those two temporarily, I think, being hooked up together. Everybody trying to get a little air in them radiators. It looks like Daniel Miller dumps off Dale Smalley, and now Garrett Atwell jumps up in front of Smalley, maybe going to work with him. And Smalley probably saying thank you very much. And it looks like maybe Daniel Miller may be the odd man out in this front 7 trucks.
Yeah, I knew it wouldn't be too long before Dale and Dallas got back together there after that pit stop. So them guys, when they get here to these super speedways and the plate tracks, man, they just put on clinics, man. They are so good together.
You watched Dale Smalley. He overshot his pits, backed up, thought he was good, had to back up the second time, and that was really costly for him. That put him, he had a 12.3 second pit stop when everybody else was in 6 and 7 second pit stop. So that really cost him a lot on pit road. He lost about 6 or 7 positions.
Yeah, my first pit stop there, I did the exact same thing. I pulled in the pits and overshot it just the slightest little bit. You get back up and deal with it. That's all you can do.
Yeah,
Go on.
That's what you can do. That's all you can do. All right, well, new leader out front now, Daniel Miller on the inside, and Dallas Markle on the high side as him and Gary Bauer continue to work together. Nathan Sedlick in tow right up there. Dale Smalley on the low line. Dale Smalley doing everything he can to get back up here and wants to get back up there and work with Dallas Markle. Those two are awesome teammates, I'll tell you. Dallas Markle running in the third spot here. And it looks like him and Dale Smalley have managed to get back together. So look for them to get back up to the front. Coming to the line, they're going to be taking lap 67 out of 101. And this is getting exciting, folks. Man, I'll tell you, you don't want to go anywhere. Gary Bauer and Nathan Sedlick working on the high side now. Those two back together. And the four of Garrett Atwell, they're diving to the outside, out in front of Gary Bauer, and it looks like they may have something going here as they got four trucks working together on the high side, and four trucks on that high side can manage to get by if they can get nose to tail and stay there. So we may see another lead change here before long, but right now Daniel Miller out front, Dallas Markle in second, and Dale Smalley in third. So these three here running nose to tail. Dale staying off the bumper of Dallas Markle, doesn't want to create that sandwich effect. Boy, you can hook somebody or hook yourself real quick. We've already seen it a couple of times today, and it's pretty bad. It makes you really get square or out of square and out of shape. Right along with Dale Smalley here and see if we can't get a bird's eye view of what he's seeing here. Now he's trying to hang on to our leaders. He wants to get back up with his partner Dallas Markle. Doesn't want to let anybody in between them. And on that high side we see the number 4 Gary Atwell and Gary Bauer working together, and they got a pretty good run that time. But it was short-lived. Once they get up to the front bumper there, they just kind of like get what we call the parachute effect. It just kind of like somebody just threw the anchor out the back and you can't go no faster. But they do have a little bit of help up here. It looks like the number 20 of David Wink back up into the hunt. Oh, Dallas Markle. Oh, okay. Wow, that was a quick checkup. That could have been bad. Let's go back here and see. Rex Buchanan looks like into that. We'll take a look here in just a minute and we'll see if we can figure out exactly what happened to Rex. Oh, right there. It looks like the 29 of, let's see, the 29, or the 28, I'm sorry, the 28, I apologize, I had to look at the number. Michael Whitlock kind of fell down below the yellow line, and when he come back up, he hooked Rex Buchanan in the tail and spun him around, and himself. So, too bad for these guys. They were running really good. So it looks like Garrett Atwell going to be our new leader up front. Dallas Markle going to be, well, I'm showing him back in 10th, but I think they're all waiting for the pace car to come around to get caught up here. Finally, the pace car catches up. They were, everybody was going so fast they didn't get, the pace car couldn't catch up to them. Well, we're going to see if these guys are going to pit, because if they're not going to pit, I think we're going to probably see pit stops. Alan, can they make it from here the rest of the way if they pitted now? Oh, Alan's not in here. Oh, okay. Never mind.
I'm back, Rudy.
Oh, Michael.
Yeah, what a drastic phone call there, but I'm back with you, buddy.
All right. Alan was in here, and I was talking to him, and he left. So, not sure if they can make it the rest of the way on if they pitted now. They've got 31 laps to go. I don't know if they can make it the rest of the way on fuel or not. I believe they can, because can't they go like?
Did they just pit, Rudy?
No, not yet. The leaders have not pitted yet. They had to
somewhere.
wait.
I think the window is between 40 and 45 or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. So yeah, if they pitted now, they could make it the rest of the way. And I think they would want to pit because they can't make it from where they pitted last to the end. So, but we may see some people out there be a little close on fuel. Might want to try it.
Well, I'm just back, and it looks like we got four cautions. That can't be right.
Yeah.
4 cautions?
Yep.
Wow. I was just kind of watching out of the corner of my eye while I was on the phone, but I thought I'd seen more than that. But a good job. Good racing then.
Yeah. Now, we did see a couple guys did stay out there, but Gary Atwell, Dallas Markle, Dale Smalley, all these guys coming down on pit road. And I think, well, I know Dale Smalley and Dallas Markle were off a pit sequence. But this is probably going to be good for these guys, because now they know they'll be able to make it the rest of the way, where some of the other guys may be kind of close on fuel.
I think if you get a full tank right now, you could probably make it.
Oh, yeah, from here, yeah. All right, so I'm showing Gary Bauer going to be our new leader. Gary might be one of them guys to try to stay out here and make it the rest of the way on fuel. I don't recall what his pit window was. I think it was on the last caution, and I don't remember what lap that was. But I'm going to get down here, Michael, and try to get a word in with somebody.
Oh, cool. The fans always love that.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get a word in with Carl Jones. Carl, several laps down, or was a lap or two down, so. Carl Jones, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead, Rudy.
Carl, you've came from being way back in the field, and I think you were even a lap down, but here you are running in the 14th spot. Good job getting it back up there in the field. You got anything for the leader today?
We're having some major problems with the handling of the truck today. We missed the setup here a little bit, and I'll probably be looking at falling back down to the field again. It's not my good day tonight.
He came in a little choppy there. All right, well, Carl, wish you the best of luck with the handling on that truck. Hopefully you can get that resolved and try to get it up here to the front maybe. So, well, good luck today, and enjoy yourself out there finishing out this race.
All right, Rudy, thanks a lot, man.
Sounds like he's having a little mic technical failure there.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so Gary Bauer now out front, Daniel Miller. Those two have been pretty strong up front. David Wank back up to third. That's good to see David back up in the hunt here, because he kind of got shuffled way in the back there for the longest time. Maybe him and Ben Manning can get hooked up. Nathan Sedlick now up to the 5th spot. And Nathan, he was in third in the points coming into this race. He wants to try to finish as best that he can. Church McClure back in the 29th spot, 1 lap down. But I'm not sure if he may get away by here.
Michael Churchman just now getting away by Rudy.
Okay. All right, so
And do I see Dale Smalley back in 17th?
That's about right, because they pitted. No, he's 23rd.
Okay.
He's 23rd. Dallas Markle will be restarting 21st. But they just got done pitting, So they will be good to the end here. I'm not sure, but if Gary Bauer and company up front here, if they've got enough fuel to make it the rest of the way, this is going to be quite the challenge for Dallas Markle and Dale Smalley to get back up there with these guys, because they're so strong in the front of the field right here. I mean, they've got some good drivers up front. David Wank, Ben Manning, Nathan Sedlick, Travis Brown. These guys are really, really good up front. Everett Lane back up into the hunt, running in the 9th spot. Jay Anderson back up there in 12th.
Yeah, I think you're going to see. It sounds like you're getting my cold. Anyway, I think you're going to see Dale making a move here. He won't make it right away. He'll probably wait another 10, 15 laps, and then you're going to see him make a move to defend that championship. Do you know, Rudy, what the point spread is apart from?
Yeah, going into the race here, Dale Smalley had a 14-point lead over Michael Churchma. Now Churchma back on the lead lap could make the contention here a little bit tougher, and he's not going to be that far behind Smalley. But he has not led any laps yet where Dale Smalley has, so there's a 1-point advantage right there. Nathan Sedlick is only 17 points behind our leader, so that's very tight between Nathan Sedlick and Michael Churchman right there. They're only 3 points apart going into the race today.
I'm not sure if it's another strategy of theirs, but do you know if they get points for advancing through the field?
I don't know that. Don't know that.
Because that could be another strategy that they use at this point of a championship to fall back, to fall back and pick up points that way too.
Oh, sure. Yes, definitely.
They're definitely smart drivers. Their pit strategies, everything they do out there is so well organized in that team. It's amazing.
Yeah. Michael Churchma going to be restarting from the 27th place back here. He's got a lot of ground to cover to try to get up here. He has not led any laps today, but at least he's back on the lead lap. All right, well, the lights are off on the pace car, and they're all doubled up, coming around here in turn 3, and we're getting ready to go back to green flag racing here, Michael.
All right, ready?
Hopefully
this is the most exciting part of the race for me, to see these guys really make their moves and how well they do it.
Yeah, they're coming to, when they cross the line, 28 laps to go in this 101-lap race. It's a BARC Competition Karting 101, as it's called. So, all right, well, the pace car ducking off onto pit road here in a second. And there goes, and Gary Bauer leading them to the line, maintaining that 70-mile-an-hour pace speed. Green flag, here we go. We're off and running once again. And it looks like Daniel getting a heck of a run on that high side. May come down in front of our leader. Nope, can't quite get it done. Gary Bauer going to stay right there. And caution is out again.
Wow.
Not to keep repeating ourselves, but as we always say, cautions breed caution. It looks like, we got a bunch of them here getting kind of close together.
Do you know who's involved in that yet?
I'm still looking here. I haven't seen it. What happened?
Oh, the caution flag has been thrown.
Oh, okay. That explains it then.
There might have been some cars out of order or something like that. Nerves and tempers are probably flaring out there. They're getting a little nervous. I've been there. It gets crazy at this point.
Yes, it does. Well, it looks like I'm showing Daniel Miller going to be our leader after that. He must have had an outside run there when the caution flew, so Daniel Miller going to be our new leader. So caution being thrown for whatever reason, something getting messed up in the back.
I'm gonna listen to in-game chat here and see if I can pick up what's going on. Looks like Carl's getting an EOL.
Who? Carl Jones?
Carl Jones giving an EOL penalty.
That's going to put him clear back in the 25th position then. Where I'm showing him right now, 26th maybe.
Officials on the track trying to decide whether there will be a waiver round during this particular caution.
Yeah, that would make Michael Johnson probably would be the waiver round. You know, what we were talking about before this caution, Michael, was you know, whether some of these guys may have been kind of pushing the envelope of making it all the way on fuel, like Gary Bauer and these guys up front right now. David Wank, they had pitted earlier on an earlier caution. And the more caution laps we turn, the better their odds are of making it the rest of the way. So this could come down to a fuel mileage race here, and these guys could beat this race by winning it out on fuel mileage.
Yeah, that just a couple laps they get under this caution here. I'm not sure what kind of a fuel problem they're looking at themselves, but could make the difference. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. So Carl Jones going clear back to the 25th position. Wow. Yeah, let me know if you hear anything on that, because so we can report that to our viewers of what exactly happened back there. Because Carl started in the 9th there. We were interviewing him when he was, or 19th, excuse me, 19th position. And now he's clear back into the 25th position.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're discussing at this time, Rudy. It looks like they're still trying to get back in order. I haven't heard anything definite yet as to why it was thrown. Oh, it appears there were some black flags. Maybe some people out of place.
Okay. Yeah, well, I could see where that could probably happen. You know, people got jumbled around there and stuff. Well, all that was good for Dallas Markle and Dale Smalley, because they picked up a couple positions on that restart. They'll be restarting 16th and 17th. So they are on the move to get back up to the front. And Michael,
yeah, we should start seeing some flags being cleared at this point. I'm not sure.
And Michael Churchman loving that too, because that's taking him clear up to the 23rd position now. And he is back on the lead lap now, so he is back in contention. He still has not led any laps yet, but you know, let's see, Nathan Sedlick has led 4, and he was our 3rd place in the points. And let's see, Dale Smalley has led 8 laps, and he was our points leader. So, but anyhow,
also Daniel Miller leading 8 laps.
Oh, I'll get it right here. But I wanted to thank Bart Competition Karting here for sponsoring the race today. Also, I wanted to thank the graphic designs of the overlays here to Maximum Speed Racing. Thank you very much for these graphic overlays, and CORA Online Racing Association.
Lots of time and lots of time and hard work go into all this stuff that's being displayed on the screen, and yeah, I'd also like to thank them people for putting in that time and effort.
Absolutely. All right, getting back up here. Let's see what's going on now. As these guys, they should be coming around here to get the 1 to go. I believe the lights should go off on the pace car the next time by, and hopefully we'll get things straightened around here. We're going to get back to green flag racing as Gary Bauer leads them down. Has led 25 laps now, so far he has led the most laps in this race. We've had 34 lead changes. That's just absolutely off the hook right there.
Yeah, that's amazing.
A lot of it, you know, we know a lot of it's switching up, partners switching up front. When Dallas Markle and Dale Smalley were up there, they were doing a lot of switching, and you know, one would lead one lap, and 3 laps later the other one was leading, and 3 laps later the other one was leading. So a lot of that goes with that, but we've had a lot of different leaders up there doing this. I'll try to get a count on how many leaders we have had, and I'll get back to you on that. 11 different leaders. So 34 lead changes amongst 11 leaders. So that's pretty astonishing, I'll tell you. All right, lights are off on the pace car. Everybody doubling up. And next time by, we're going back to green flag racing. And guys, let's get this thing over with. And we've only got a handful of laps here. It ain't going to be long. We're going to be coming down to 20 to go. It's a long ways around this, 2.66 miles. It seems like it takes you forever to go around here doing this 70-mile-an-hour pace speed. And these guys are being awful patient out here. One I ain't talked too much about, I kind of wanted to bring up here, Jay Anderson running in the 11th spot. Jay having a pretty good day out here. He's been up in the top 15, 10 to 15 for quite some time now. So, you know, a good run by him. Hope he keeps it up there and maybe gets a chance to get up there and get a win today.
Yeah, Jay Anderson being a pretty aggressive driver. Always running up front most of the races I've been in with him. He definitely, what position is he in? 12th right now?
Yeah.
He is on the lead lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't count him out.
In the number 18, in the number 18 truck.
All right, no black flags cleared. I guess they're all in order, and looks like we're getting ready to go green.
All right. Well, we've got, like I said, Dallas Markle and Dale Smalley mired back here in 16th, 17th position, around there. But the lights are off, and the pace car ducking onto pit road. Gary Bauer leading them down. Green flag, here we go, once again. As they take lap 79 when they cross the line, so not very many laps to go here. About 22 laps to finish this race up. Daniel Miller hard on the back bumper of Gary Bauer as they try to distance themselves from the third place David Wink. David Wink having a great run today. Glad to see him up in that front 5, the top 5. And it'd be nice to see him on the podium today. I'd like to see him on there. He's a good friend of mine, and all these guys are good friends. I like all these guys. They're a great bunch of folks here at CORA.
Oh, we've been racing with all these guys for years now. So, I'm going to call them the Double D's. Dale and Dallas are busting a move, coming on the outside right now.
Yeah, let's take a look here. Dallas and Dale, yep, D&D.
Double D's.
Looks like they've got a pretty good run as they clear one truck anyhow. And that's just the start of what they're going to do here, because I would say in the next 5-6 laps, we're going to see them running right up here in contention for the lead.
Yep, picking them off one at a time, just past the 90 car of whoever.
That would be Mark McFadden. Yeah.
Just past him, moving to the lower line. They're picking up the draft. They're going to must move right here. They're not going to wait any longer.
Nathan Sedlick running in the 5th spot. Nathan definitely wanting to get out here and get this win today. and be ahead of Dale Smalley. Probably more likely going to be ahead of Michael Churchman. Michael Churchman's moved up to the 21st spot, but that's not enough to get him up here and maintain that second place. And it doesn't look like, unless he can win this thing today, I don't see anybody immediately challenging Dale Smalley for the championship today.
Yeah, out of respect, you know, they're going to keep away. If they can beat him, they can beat him. If they can't, they're going to move out of the way. There's a respect out there that these guys all have together.
Oh, definitely.
And they're passing the number 4 car, Ben Manning, right now.
Whoa, Daniel getting way off of the pace, taking it down low. He had that bumper hook on Gary Bauer's back truck. I seen that. And boy, that could have been really bad. But he kept it off.
Dale and Dallas paying real close attention because they split up as soon as they saw smoke. Wow, they are just screaming right now at 200 miles an hour.
Yeah. And it looks like we have a brand new leader, David Wink, up in the points here. On the point, taking the... I'm still showing this thing's messed up or something here. Coming to the line, yeah, David Wink. All right, so good job by him and Nathan Sedlick, and that's right where Nathan wants to be. He wants to do anything he can to finish ahead of Dallas Markle. Oh, we got a spinner.
We got a car.
Number 22 there of TJ Graves, and boy, he's going to collect a couple of other ones into it. But let's go back and take a look at that and see exactly what happened. It looked like maybe he might have got a bumper hook there, but that dreaded bumper hook, boy, I hate that.
Wow. I just lost everything.
That's exactly what happened. It looked like he got the bumper hook on the back of Everett Lane. And he kept it off here, but trying to save it. And, oh, man, he was all over the place. We're going to slow this right down because somebody come up behind him, up and hit him. We'll have to see if we can figure out who that was that did hit him, because they're going to have pretty significant damage here. I don't know if they'll be able to finish this race up in the front. Oh, that was the 88 there of Michael Churchma. Oh, man, that was so unfortunate for him. Let's go back and take a look at this from Churchma's point of view. Not sure. Boy, he really took a lick on that one. He just come around and it looked like there was no place for him to go. And right now he's being blocked by the 90 here and probably can't really see. And the 90 sees what's going on and ducks it way down low. And, oh, Churchman just hit broadsided the 22. That was bad. There was no place for him to go. So it looks like that may end Churchman's chance for getting this championship today.
Wow, yeah, that was a hard hit. Yeah, that was a nasty hit. Well, we don't know what's going to happen to him now. The 22s take a real hard beating right now.
TJ Graves going way back. I'm showing him clear back in the 24th position there. The 22 that spun, but Churchma on pit road trying to get some of that damage fixed up, but it's not going to be enough to get him back up there. He took a hard hit.
Churchman just being in that position that everybody hates. You're going along, you see the spin, you see him coming down from the wall. He's drifting, and you just don't know which way to go. He's got a car below him. It's just bam, you know, just there's just nothing you can do. That's very unfortunate for him.
Well, Nathan Sedlick's where he wants to be, like I said. Now this did bring Dallas Markle up to the the 9th spot. Dale Smalley up to 7th. So these guys have really gained a ton of positions up here. I mean, for starting, they were way back in like 21st position on the restart there, and here they are running in the 7th and 9th position, right where they want to be, because that way they can get nose to tail, and they're going to be on the low line on this restart. They'll be the 4th and 5th car back on the low line on this restart, so this, you know, this could be really good for them, but I kind of look for them to maybe duck to the outside right off the bat and try to get a run.
Oh, that's exactly what you're going to see. They're going to move to the outside. They're going to fly right by everyone.
We're going to have about a 14 or 15 lap shootout on this restart. So this is going to be very crucial that these guys do keep the fenders intact on this right now. If especially for Dale Smalley, if he wants to win this championship, because Nathan Sedlick's up there wanting to beat him by every position he can. He's got a 17-point deficit coming into this. Churchma, I would have to say, probably is pretty much out of the running for 2nd spot. He may wind up sewing up 3rd spot in the championship. But I'm not saying that officially. That's totally unofficial. That's only my observation. But as it looks right now, Nathan Sedlick could be the closest one to contend to Dale Smalley. And depending on
Michael Johnson getting a wave around now.
Depending on where Smalley finishes, is going to be the key factor in this championship. All right, looks like we probably are going to have about a 14-lap shootout. When they come by, they're probably going to get the one to go.
Then we have Stephen Hollingsworth in the chat room now, racing for MaxSpeedTV.
All right.
Nice to see you out there, Stephen.
Hey, Stephen. And some of these guys are fans of CORA, some of them are fans of ours, but it's good to see all of them out here enjoying this great race here that these guys are putting on. It's actually been a very good race. We've had a few short cautions here right off the bat, but 35 lead changes we are up to now. 6 cautions. 1 caution was thrown by the admin, so technically I guess you could say it was a 5 caution race. John Pansula back up into the 10th spot. Jacob Nye, 11th. Good to see Jacob back up there. He got tangled up in a little bit of a mess early on and wound up going to the back of the field. And here he is back up here running in the 11th spot. Garrett Atwell going to be restarting 12th. Jay Anderson 13th. Kerry Cleaver in the 14th position. Sal Accardi was back there quite a ways. I remember seeing that. Now he's running in the 15th spot. Mark McFadden almost involved into that wreck there, just barely missed it when Churchma hit, running in the 16th spot. Gordon Berkey in 17th, James Brown in 18th, James Wilkins in 19th, and Rex Buchanan rounding out your top 20. Everybody doubled back up as the lights are off on the pace car, and we're going to have a 14-lap shootout to finish this thing out. Hopefully they can keep it green the rest of the way, and we see some awesome racing up front here, as we've seen pretty much all night long, Michael. This has been a great race.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic race, actually.
We've seen a lot of 2 wide, 3 wide, and one time I even seen 4 wide, but it didn't last long. It was short-lived. Somebody backed out. They seen that it was 4 wide, and it was like, whoa, hit the brakes.
25 car, Jacob Nye. Looks to be blinking just a little bit right now. It should straighten up when you get going here.
Hopefully, yeah. All right, well, pace car getting ready to duck off here as David Wink brings in the line. Pace car's off. Wink keeping him down to about 72 miles an hour, 73. Now he's speeding up a little bit, and it looks like they're going.
Green flag.
Yes, sir.
Whoa. Did I see that? Wow.
Oh, my word. Look at that.
Yeah, was that Jacob Nye?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see that. I was looking up front here. Nathan Sedlick and his partner, Ben Manning, dropped it down right in front of Gary Bauer. I don't know how they got them two trucks fit in between our leader, David Wink, and Gary Bauer, but they managed to squeeze them in there with a shoehorn. All right, so coming to the line, going to be 13 laps to go here, folks. So a lot of dicing and a lot of talking on the radio, but look at here on the outside. We got Dale Smalley and Dallas Markle coming real hard. Up to the 4th position, Dale Smalley is. They've got one heck of,
yeah.
I don't know how they're doing this up there by themselves so well. Man, they got a really good restart. There were no...
They're going to the front. They're going to the front, Rudy.
Excuse me.
I don't think anyone can hold them off.
I don't think so either. They're just way too strong. They're going to have to switch up here probably in about another lap. But they are just so strong up there by themselves. That's what I am so impressed by, how they can run that well up there by themselves.
Yeah, if you look at them from a far chase camera, they are hooked up, lined up perfectly straight, and not moving hardly at all. We got the Marco behind them, just peeking around them every now and then. That's it.
Looking ahead right here on Dale Smalley. They've got a run going down the backstretch here. It looks like they may be gaining on their leaders just a little tiny bit. Oh, Dallas Markle going low. Probably to get by Dale Smalley to give that.
Whoa. Close call there. Yeah. 195 miles an hour to that turn. That was a good switch there. Close call, though.
They do switch up. And our leader's switching up now, too. And this is going to be the advantage that they're going to need to get out there in the lead. And they're just powering by.
Rudy, that's a switch that you don't hardly ever see in a race that they just did there.
Yeah.
The way they did it, the way they performed it, it was something you rarely see. That takes teamwork there. And they're gone. They're on 196 going away.
Yeah, they're just so strong up here. You know, I'm just amazed by this.
I'm not surprised one bit, Rudy. I probably could have called it the winners in this race way back from the beginning.
Well, I'm not going to say I'm surprised, because I'm not surprised, but I'm amazed. I'm amazed by their abilities to run as good together as they do. It's just amazing. I wish I could find a good teammate like that and practice a lot. I'm sure they have practiced many laps at these super speedways together.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Personally, I'd like to get them on a Bristol and just smoke them both.
All right, coming down the backstretch, they've got Nathan Sedlick in tow. Nathan wanting to be ahead of Dale Smalley by any means that he can. And it looks like maybe they did get a good run as Dale Smalley and Dallas Markle had to switch up. But, you know, they're not even hardly losing any ground at all after that switch.
The system they have for switching up is they can switch up in just about any situation and do it well.
Yeah. They've already got a run back here now, and looks like they're going to clear and come back down in front of Nathan Sedlick. Man, I'm telling you, what horsepower they've got. I think they
Yeah,
need to bring that in on pit road and strip that thing down.
They're coming up on 8 laps to go, pulling away strong.
David Wink in the 4th position, coming around. He's hooked up with Nathan Sedlick. Those two really trying to get caught back up to our leaders. But I'll tell you what, it don't look like anybody's got anything for our leaders out there right now.
I really don't. I don't know what they got that could be different from these guys, because 3rd or 4th position, I can't bring up my list right now, but they're hooked up pretty good, you know, and they just don't seem to be pulling away like the double D's up there.
But now Nathan...
They're picking up a little draft right now, though.
Yeah, Nathan Sedlick and the number 20 right there of David Wink. Oh, and our leader's got to switch up. And look at that. Right up in front of him, and just keep right on going, just like they never even lost any speed at all, hardly.
Having to switch up more than everyone else because they are bumper to bumper 90% of the track.
Yeah, we're going to try to follow them and see how many laps here that they can do. They got 7 laps to go. Let's see how many laps they can do here before they have to switch. When they come out of turn 4, it'll be 1 lap.
I'm thinking they have to switch every lap and a half. Maybe even sooner, the way they're going at it.
And they come back down in front of Nathan Sedlick. And Dallas Merkel back up in the lead. I don't want to go off of these leaders because this is the battle. And for the championship, too. Dale Smalley, you know, this could lock up the championship here. If he finishes in the 1st or 2nd place, definitely going to lock it in place for him. Now they switch up again.
Switching again, yeah.
They had such a lead that it really didn't matter. Oh, almost comes up into Dallas. Dallas comes down and just picks right up where they left off and didn't even hardly lose any ground.
Yeah, that's right. It's looking like they're coming so close together, but they're not leaving not even a split second of lost time in there.
Well, let's go back here and ride along with David Wink. David Wink, we go, and we're going to ride along on the roof cam here, and we're going to watch this as this unfolds. They're coming to the line here to 5 laps to go. Looking ahead to our leaders running around here, and watch how they do things. I think Nathan's just sitting here studying the situation. I think he's happy with where he's going to finish, because he's going to finish, even if he finishes in 2nd spot, you know, that's a pretty good spot. Well, 3rd spot in the race, but he'll probably take over the 2nd spot in the points. He was only 3 points behind Churchma, and Churchma right now is clear back in the 25th position, 1 lap down.
Double D switch it up again. Whoa, there's some very tight racing in there.
Back here on Dale Smalley. Well, let's go back to Travis Brown and watch from Travis Brown, because we're looking ahead at all these leaders. Ooh, and I seen a little bit of tire smoke there. I don't know what that was from. Travis Brown wanting to get out here. All these guys really wanting to get out here and win this thing. Maybe not necessarily win the championship, but at least win the race, because it's been a long, hard race for some of these guys. Churchma especially getting tangled up. Daniel Miller, these guys were all running up in the front here a few laps ago, and here they are way back in the field.
Oh, things happen quickly and dramatically. Double D's on the outside, coming up on 3 laps ago.
Yes, sir. They're definitely locked into where they want to try to get out there. They're not just going for the championship here; they're going for the win. So
I'm not sure what happened back there, because I was on a rear chase, but it seems they fell back just a little bit there and are losing a little bit of ground. I'm not, like I said, I don't know what happened there, but I'm sure they're going to pick it back up here real quick.
Well, let's go on board with Dallas Markle here as I look back on the pack. As these guys,
3 wide. Crazy switch
insane.
right there.
Coming to
Yeah, that
two
was
to
a
go.
crazy switch.
Coming to 2 laps to go.
I'm sure their dashboards, their lights are flashing, and they're having to make switches at some pretty crazy times up here in front. Nobody's gonna lift to the end now. 2 laps to go.
As we see Dale Smalley here on the outside, now in second. Got a heck of a run on David Wink on the outside. Dallas Markle pushing him really hard. The 35 and Nathan Sedlick, they're passing these guys up ever so slightly. But right now, Dale Smalley got about a fender on Sedlick. And yeah, you're right. Nobody in here is going to left now.
And do we see a white flag coming out?
It should be coming out right now as they get ready to cross the line. This last lap.
White flag, guys.
All right, we're going to have to stay with Smalley here and see if he can make it to the end. Can he win the race and the championship?
And is Miracle slashing right now?
Oh, I'm sure. He's got to be. And, he's probably saying, you know what, I don't care. Let it blow. I'm pushing you to the win. I'm pushing you to the championship. And this is the way it's going to be.
It's all about timing, man. Just bringing those flashing lights on right there when you know you have a lap and you can go without lifting. And here we come.
Coming to the line here, folks. We're watching it. Can Smalley beat Sedlick to the line for the win and the championship side by side?
Oh, he's spinning out.
Oh, Smalley's going to win it and the championship. Dallas Markle going to come home second. Oh, my God, what a finish here. Oh, man.
Fantastic finish right there at the end.
Nathan Sedlick going to go way back. He's 21st. He's going to be a lap down. Oh, man, this could really shake up the points back there in the second and third place for the points. Wow, this was a great finish. Well, let's go back and take a look at this one more time. Oh, we got to go back a little further than that. Let's go to a different camera angle here and see if we can see exactly as they cross the line. I'm going to try to slow it down here for you guys. Coming out of turn 4, and they're side by side. We're going to slow it way down here and watch these guys come across the line. I think I went just a little too slow. And this is where you see Sedlick trying to put the block on, but he comes back down and gathers up Wank, takes Wank right out with him. And it looks like Dale Smalley going to cross the line. Dallas Markle second. And in third place, we got the 67 there of, who was that? The 67 of Ben Manning. Ben Manning going to come home third. Great job, Travis Brown fourth. What a finish by these guys. I'm telling you, that was an amazing finish. Everybody's sitting here waiting to get an interview. So let's go down here and see if we can get it in with them. Dale Smalley bringing it home today, and I would venture to say, and this is totally unofficial, that he has probably locked up the championship. That's totally unofficial now. Let me know when they've got a clear mic down there, Michael, and I will try to get a word in with Dale Smalley.
Okay, give us 1 second here.
Yes, sir.
All right, Rudy, go ahead.
Appreciate it, Kevin. Appreciate you and Jim and all y'all that. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, 10-4. Good racing with you now and then.
Dale Smalley, this is Rudy Cummings up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Great win today, Dale, and I'm just going to say this unofficially. I probably shouldn't say it. I'll probably get chewed out for it, but unofficially, I think you won the championship, but great racing today. You and Dallas Markle were hooked up you came from all the way clear in the back of the field and managed to make it clear up here and brought home the win today. Congratulations, buddy. Congratulations big time.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Rudy. Yeah, just like you said, man, Dallas, heck of a teammate, man, heck of a drafting partner. Came from the back to the front a couple times. Done real good, man. He's the best drafting partner you could ask for out here.
Well, I'll tell you what, a couple times you guys got separated, and I thought, oh boy, can they ever get back together? Because you guys are just totally deadly out there when you're together. And you got back together and brought it back up to the front where you needed to be, and it turned out to be a great race. You and Nathan Sedlick coming side by side. Looks like maybe him and David Wenk got a little tangled up there as he tried to maybe put a little block on you. And when he tried to come back down because you were right there, it looked like them two got together and he took both of them out. It's very unfortunate for them because I'm not sure where that's going to place Nathan in the points. And but Michael Churchma finishing way back too, so we'll have to wait for the official word on that. But I'm just going to say unofficially, I think, Dale, you probably did sew up the championship today. So congratulations on that as well.
Yeah, thank you again, Rudy. Like I said, I'd like to thank Nathan, Eram McLean. Yeah, I think him and David hooked bumpers or something because I didn't show any contact on mine, but I hate that happened. I was hoping we'd come to the line like that. That would have been a good picture.
It sure would have, yes. I got a pretty good view of it here as, I slowed it right down in slow motion, and so the viewers could watch that, and you guys can watch that in the broadcast later on. Pretty good view of the whole thing entailing, but congratulations again, Dale. You want to give a special shout out to anybody out there besides Dallas for hooking up with you as a partner?
Yeah, thank Dallas, Gary, Jay, from NPR Racing. They've helped me out all season with setups and different stuff. And a big thanks to James Brown, Gordon Berkey, Kevin McCarthy, Terry, Alan Larson, all the guys at CORA for putting this on. I give them a lot of hard time all season, but appreciate them putting up with me, and I appreciate everything they do. They do a good job.
10-4 on that. They do one heck of a job. There's a lot of behind the scenes work that we don't even know, that a lot of people kind of take it for granted. But great race out there today, Dale, and again congratulations on the win and unofficially the win of the championship today. So good job out there. Let's see, we got Dallas Markle. This is Rudy in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Rudy.
Great race out there today, Dallas. Was it your intention to just push him to the win, or was that what you guys decided toward the end there? I'm sure you were in tight communication, but walk us through them last few laps because you guys were really tight running up there.
Yeah, come to the last few laps, we had to make one final switch, which got us on the outside, and we just had to work our way on the outside and just had to stay glued to his bumper, and we managed to get by him, and they got together at the end. We got it 1-2 at the line.
Well, that was one heck of a race, Dallas. You and Dale worked together so well. We call you the double D's out there working together, and you know what? You guys are almost unstoppable. We've got some really good teammates in here and a lot of good drivers and everything, not taking anything away from any of them because they're all so great. But you guys are just really tough up there. When you get up toward the front, you're almost unstoppable. So, but great race today, Dallas, and congratulations on your second place finish here. You want to give a quick shout out to anybody?
Yeah, I'd like to thank the guys at NPR Racing, and I'd like to congratulate Dale Smalley on his third championship. I'd also like to thank everybody at CORA for doing what they do and for the way they put this together.
All right, buddy. Well, great race by you two today. Don't cut yourself short because you ran one heck of a race today. That was just awesome to see you guys out there pushing each other and partners for the whole race. And, you know, come from the back of the field back up to the front. We've seen Dale kind of messed up his one pit stop there and overshot his pit and had to back up 2 different times just to get into his pit box. And put him clear back in the 10th spot, and you guys were separated by, I don't know, 5 or 6 cars, and you managed to get back together and went right to the front. So, but great race by both of you guys up there, you know, for first and second. And let's move on here. Let's move on to, we've got Ben Manning. Ben Manning, you got a copy? Yeah, he's not copying. Ben Manning, this is Rudy in the booth. You got a copy?
I'm not sure what's going on,
Rudy, this is the tower.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of awards that you might want to mention too. We have Rookie of the Year, which has been awarded to Nathan Sedlick, and we have Sportsman of the Year, which has been awarded to I'll get that name, just hold on.
If you could, Alan, double and triple check on that to make sure Dale Smalley was our champion. If you've got those points totaled up yet, I'm not sure. That's, you know, in your ballpark there, but maybe you could come back and fill us in on all of that stuff too.
Yeah, 10-4. Jay Anderson was given the Sportsman of the Year award, and Nathan Sedlick was given the Rookie of the Year award for those two.
Oh, very nice. Congratulations to them two. And they ran very well today. I was watching both of them. Nathan Sedlick was, oh man, he was just so strong up in the front pretty much all day long. So great job by him and getting that award. And Jay Anderson was another one that he ran very well today too. Got kind of mired back in about mid-pack, and I don't know exactly where he finished right offhand, but great race by him today too.
10-4 was a pretty good race up front there. Nice to see it finish. We're still looking at unofficially yet as Dale Smalley is the champion, but we're gathering the points together. It's pretty obvious that I believe that he is the champion 3 times in a row. Congratulations for that. So we will get that information out to you as quick as possible. If we can't, we'll make a confirmation on that with you shortly.
Okay. Well, while they're doing
and we just got word confirmation. Officially, Dale Smalley is the champion of CORA's Championship Online Racing Association. And congratulations, Dale Smalley, and your 3rd champion, Mr. Three-Peat.
Thank you, Ken.
Yes, congratulations, Dale. Now you've got the official word. What else you got to say, buddy? Nothing, I guess. Well, anyhow, while they're I'm not sure. I guess Ben Manning may have left the server. Does it show that maybe he left the server?
Yeah, I'm not seeing him in there.
Okay, all right. Well, let's run down the results here real quick. Dale Smalley, of course, our winner and our champion. They were saying that it was a three-peat. So 3 years in a row running, now Dale Smalley has won the championship, so congratulations to him again on that. Dallas Markle, great run by him today out there with Dale Smalley. Those two hooked up. He finished 58 1/1000ths of a second behind him. I don't know exactly what all happened there with Nathan Sedlick and David Wank, but they finished well back in the field, which we'll see here in a minute. But very unfortunate for them guys when they crossed the line like that, got passed by so many cars, or trucks out there today, I should say. Ben Manning finishing 3rd. Great run by Ben today. Travis Brown bringing home 4th. Sedlick did bring it home 5th. Yeah, there he is. He did finish 5th. Ryan Borges 6th, David Wenk 7th, Everett Lane in the 8th position, Sal Accardi, good run by Sal today, finishing in the 9th position, Garrett Atwell in the 10th. John Pensula, I watched him quite a bit today. John had a pretty awesome day. He got mired way in the back there for the longest time, and I never really thought that he was going to get back up there. But here he comes home 11th place, so congratulations to him coming home 11th. Mark McFadden 12th. Jacob Nye was another one. He got that EOL there and mired him way back in, I believe it was like in the 21st position somewhere, and here he brought it home in the 13th position, so good job by him. James Brown 14th. Gary Bauer, kind of a disappointing finish for Gary. I'm not sure if he's going to be real happy with that finish, but coming home in the 15th spot, wow, because he's one of the premier drivers here too, and he's finishing in the 15th. That's got to be a little bit heartbreaking for him. Gordon Berkey finishing 16th, Kerry Cleaver 17th, Jay Anderson finishing 18th, winning that what was that award he said that Jay Anderson won? The Sportsman Award.
Sportsman Award, yeah.
That's a good job. Congratulations to him on that. James Wilkins finishing 19th, Rex Buchanan 20th, Joel Wood in the 21st position, Mark Brown 22nd, TJ Graves 23rd, Michael Churchma finishing way back in the 24th position, so I'm not sure how the points are going to shake up on that, but just an uneducated guess, I would say Sedlick probably did beat him for the second place in the points. That's not official, but I would say probably because he did finish so many places ahead of Churchman. There were only 3 points separating them too. So Daniel Miller in the 25th, Michael Johnson 26th, Martin Porter at 27th, Edward Smith 28th, Carl Jones 29th, Michael Whitlock 30th, Lance Mead 31st, and Alan Larson rounding out the field, finishing 32nd. Was actually the first car taken out of the race. He finished 59 laps down, so very unfortunate for Alan. I believe he got a little hook on the bumper there, and he just decided rather than to get it fixed up and go out and be in the way, he just decided to just park it. So
good job by him though.
Yeah. But just to kind of get a rundown here of some of the leaders now, we did have, let's take a look at the analysis here. We had 6 cautions for 44 lead changes. That is like that's not even like real. I can't
Let's
believe
battle it out.
Yeah, there's so many lead changes. But great, job on all of them leaders. Some of the leaders we had, Nathan Sedlick led 7 laps. Dallas Markle led 22. David Wink led 8. Dale Smalley only led 13 laps, but he led the last one, and that was the most important one. Ben Manning led a lap. Travis Brown led a lap. Garrett Atwell led 4. John Pensula led 4. Gary Bauer led the most laps in the race. He led 30 laps today, so great job by him. Rex Buchanan led 1. Daniel Miller led 8 laps. And clear back here, Michael Whitlock, which did not finish the race, led 2 laps. So there's all of our leaders. That's
all in all, Rudy, I think it sounds like everybody had a really good time and got a piece of the action and had a good race. The fans enjoyed it. We're getting a lot of compliments in the chat room about excellent broadcast. That's what we like to hear. And I wish I was there.
Yeah. We had 12 different leaders in that. I mean, that's pretty awesome. 12 different leaders, 44 lead changes amongst them, 12 leaders. So, all right, well, that's going to wrap it up here for the season ender of CORA. Great to see them guys run as well as they did. And I don't think that's the one I wanted. CORA Sunday Money Series, the season ender here at Talladega, running 101 laps. Dale Smalley being our winner and actually winning the championship here today. So great job by them.
Great job.
Yes, very good job. So, all right, well, that'll wrap it up. And Michael, thank you so much for helping me in the booth today. You did an awesome job. Great job, buddy.
No problem, Rudy. It's always great times being up here with you and learning everything I can. And like I said, it's just always great being up here with you. All you fans out there, don't forget we have the $50 drawing coming up here pretty soon. So keep your eye posted on MaxSpeedTV.com for further details. We should be wrapping that up sometime this week. So, like I said, just keep your eyes open on Facebook, MaxSpeedTV there, YouTube. We're pretty much everywhere. You can find us. Just stay tuned for the information on that race.
All right, well, until next time, we'll see you at the next race, probably tomorrow night.